Hello, hello, hello.
Well, hello. Clyde will be getting on the bus here in just a little while. whenever, whenever,
In just a little while.
whenever you can get on the bus before we pull away.
Hello.
Hello.
We're going to be sitting in the corner. Okay.
No, you're driving. So you know what that $58 million that was paid to the New York hotels?
Mm-hmm.
You know where that came from?
The back pocket.
FEMA.
Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. They're still fighting to get money in North Carolina and stuff. And I just say, well, okay, we sent them the money, so now we know where the money went. Let's go get those people and get them out of here.
It's insanity. I'm like in shock. I had to look it up. I thought it came from that USAID fund, and now I find out it comes from FEMA, and that even makes me more mad.
So bring the bus to New York and stop here and pick me up on the way.
Okay,
And we'll go to New York and we'll start getting them out of New York.
right? So we don't have to pay so much for their fancy hotels.
Right.
Look, I put the green screen up so you wouldn't fade like that.
I'm faded. This is what happens.
Yep.
Yeah,
Maybe
yeah.
I need to wear a
Hi,
black hat.
KMM.
Hi, KMM.
So, KMM, have you had a chance to view our short video?
Yeah, we got a short out there. I should show it real quick. Let me see if I can find it here.
Got the one with the kid.
Did you see
I
it?
did.
Wasn't it cute?
Mm-hmm.
Let me see if I can find it here.
Nope.
I can find it.
Take one off.
Wait a minute. Oh, see, she saw it. So okay, everybody's seen it. Clyde said he saw it. He thought it was cute.
That's Ellie Mae.
Yep. She is shackled down, holding on for the world, carrying the world around with her. It was cute.
Yeah.
So KMM, how much snow are you going to get in the next couple days? Because we were just talking about it, and you guys are in for four storms, one right after another.
We're supposed to get 3 to 7 inches tomorrow night into Thursday, and then Friday night into Saturday, and Saturday night we're supposed to get more than that. So if we end up with say 5 inches, we could end up with 10 to 15 inches on the ground.
Nice.
No, not really. Thank you.
No, and then they're saying -20 to -40.
Yeah, after the snow, then it's going to drop down to sub-zeros again.
She and KMM's not getting any until Friday.
Yeah.
And then how much are you supposed to get on Friday, KMM?
Gotta know these things.
Well, I know that
We're gonna get 0.
We're not going to get any snow.
We're gonna get some humidity.
We're supposed to have gotten some rain, but that's not even happening.
It's sprinkled a little bit today. Got my bald head wet.
It's not very much. It didn't sprinkle that much. I went to the grocery store today. I know it didn't sprinkle that much. And saw the prices of eggs and almost passed out.
Yeah.
You see the prices of eggs yet?
Well, I know what used to cost my mom $11 or $12 for a case of 60 is now $24.
Well, a dozen and a half large white eggs is $15.48 here. And that hasn't been that in, I mean, we haven't, when everyone was complaining about the prices of eggs going up, we were still at $4.
Yeah, we weren't either. But our lovely governor signed a thing too that we can only have free range eggs. We can't have anything. They cannot sell anything but cage free, free range eggs in Michigan. Yes, she did.
Wow.
Yes, she did. 1 to 3 on Friday. That's not bad.
Well, that's good, KMM.
Yeah.
That's really good. I was talking to a girl that is raising chickens, and she said that the raccoons got into the cage.
Do you know they're renting chickens now? You can rent chickens. And
Yeah,
for
I
two of
didn't
them,
know
for
that.
two of yeah, for two of them, it cost about $100 a month between the feed and the this and the that and blah 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 blah. It costs $100 a month to rent two of them, but you get about 14 eggs every week.
You eat that many eggs?
We do. We eat a dozen a week.
It must be you.
Not
It ain't
me. It's Sandy's. They eat it.
No, we don't eat that many eggs, but I'm just
When I
saying.
bake,
Stop baking.
okay.
We just gotta make those cookies.
I can't bake. You don't want the cookies. You don't want anything.
Cookies are fine. No more cakes.
And no more cake. How about bread?
Yeah, every once in a while we need bread.
See, do you ever feel like you're in between a rock and a hard place and you just can't get out? It's either don't cook or don't bake, or bake and don't cook, or don't make bread. No, don't make bread. Make cookies. No, don't make cakes. Don't make cakes. Make cookies.
Right. Right.
You know, what happens is I bake and then they eat it all and then they put a little bit of weight on and they go, don't do it, don't do it, don't do it anymore, don't do it anymore. So I quit doing it and then they say, well, when are you going to do it again?
Right. Right.
Well,
Yeah.
Tomorrow I'm making, my mom wants
Cookies.
yeah, but she wants, what are they called? They're those little Danish ones. What are they called? Cookies. Like the Danish cookies
Yeah.
that aren't really like shortbread.
Shortbread with the jam in it.
No, she wants the little sugar things that you get in the tins.
Oh.
No, the ones you get in the Danish
Not the Mexican
tins.
ones?
No, she don't want the Mexican ones. But she'd probably eat them if I made them for her.
Like large cookies.
So I was going to
Crazy.
wait for a little more people to come in so that you can announce what we've decided to do for our hat came. Man, look at my hat. Look at my hat. Isn't my hat cool? I'm ready to go start roller derbying.
Roller derby.
Yeah, this hat looks like in the roller derbies.
Yeah.
Don't fit your head. Huh?
That's because my ponytail is keeping it from fitting my head.
You got a big head.
No, I don't. Quit it. You came out home in a foul mood.
I'm not in a foul mood. Yeah, sit back here in the corner.
Just where men belong. No, I'm just kidding.
Tell me what news you learned today.
Me?
Yeah.
The same old, same old. We're getting screwed left, right, and sideways.
Yep. 58 million from FEMA.
Yep. It's ridiculous.
$58 million to the Hyatt Regency Hotel in New York. How did they get that payment to go through?
It's FEMA.
Oh,
Also-
the baby's doing great. He's doing good. He's eating up a storm. He's eating more than his sister ever did. And he's getting bigger. He's still going to be in preemie clothes for a while. We're not anticipating him getting into newborn until sometime in March. And
That's
he's
right around the corner.
just,
That's next month.
well, like the end of March or like around St. Patrick's Day, because he's still so teeny tiny, and he looks like he's got little chicken legs.
Oh,
They're like this big around.
how cute, huh?
Yeah, he is really, really small. He was smaller than his sister.
Okay, so there's 3 in here, so you can go ahead and tell them what we're going to do for the hat, and you guys have until Valentine's Day Friday to do what you need to do. So go ahead. You tell.
Okay, so here's what we're going to do to win the hat. Drum roll. We want your funniest home videos. What you feel is the funniest video you have, past, present, whatever, it doesn't matter. As long as it's a funny video that was made by you or somebody in your family. In other words, you can't go on the internet and find a funny video and submit it. So that's what we're looking for. We're looking for the funniest video that you have made, created, recorded, and send it to Connie's email, cattyconnie@gmail.com. And the one that we pick to be the funniest will win the hat.
We'll win the hat. And then after that, we'll figure out something else. Because I have a couple more that we can do something with. That's some really good ones.
Absolutely. Hi, Royal Apple.
Hello, Royal Apple. I wanted to comment on your your little post that we were going to have to clean up the spills in the Gulf. There's not going to be any spills because Trump is making the regulations pretty stiff when they're drilling out there. So we can't have any spills. And if we do, we're going to go out there with strainers because we need every drop of oil we can get.
We need that for sure.
So we're going to go out there with our cups and get every drop we can.
Yep. Absolutely.
I like that. That's pretty good. That's what we're going to do. That's your next job after we get all the immigrants out.
Oh, Rick?
You're going to have you're not going to have to work on an oil rig. You have to go out there with a cup and clean up all the spills.
No. They're pretty good out there.
Yeah, they're really good.
Bad accidents happen every once in a while, but they're pretty good at it.
It's all good, Dom. It's all good. Linda's going to go ahead and tell you again how you can win the hat. You have a Friday deadline, so tell them again.
Okay, to win the hat, we want your funniest home video. We want something that it was created in your family, something you recorded, something, it can be anything. It can be animals, it can be kids, it can be grandkids, it can be anything. And it's to be submitted to cattyconnie@gmail.com by Valentine's Day, by Friday night, and we'll look at it over the weekend. And we will
three of us will get together and watch it.
Announce it on Monday.
Cool.
Yeah, and then Monday we'll announce it, and you're gonna win. How are you gonna win? You're not even supposed to be able to.
I can't play.
You can't play.
It's just not right.
You got your own hat. We already got you a hat.
I'm gonna sit back in the corner.
I asked if I could submit a video too, Clyde. So
Well, I can submit one.
He wants the hat. He's already got a hat, Royal Apple. We already got him a hat. He's got a hat. He's not wearing it right now. We can
submit our own videos, so we can just go everybody's.
Well, she's being a stickler on the rules, you know.
Here we go. Here, you want to wear this hat?
No, I don't like cold.
Well, this is the hat it's going right now. So why are you being like that? And I got news for you. If you win this hat,
I'll have to give it away.
Donna, you know what? You can go out with your phone and take a funny video of your animals. I'm sure your animals will do something funny for you. Look, if you get this hat, you have to wear those little hot pants, satin shorts, and put on your roller skates.
I'll do that. Get the wristband.
Do you remember that song? I got a brand new pair of roller skates.
Yes, I do. That was.
And somebody's got the key or something.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. And then what we're going to do is we're going to show the video.
I mean, we're giving you over 72 hours to make a video.
Yeah, just go out and Donna. Now I know you can go out and find something your animals.
Just go to Walmart.
Yeah, there you go.
Right? Just go to Walmart. Right? Oh my gosh, can you imagine?
We ought to do that though. Everybody's got to go to Walmart and find the funniest looking person.
Oh no! Well, maybe sometime, but not
taking
right now.
pictures of me.
Royal Apple, do you have a funny video? You're gonna have to make one. You have to write Valentine's Day. We're gonna have fun with this, guys, and then we're gonna show it, and I'll even put music to the background on it.
Just no obscene.
This is a family thing here.
That's right.
So,
well,
oh my God,
it might be more PG-13.
right?
Banned from YouTube.
Right? What's that? You know, I tell you what. I don't know if you remember ICU. Do you remember that ICU was where you could go on and then they would call you. You don't know who it was, and you'd call and you'd answer it. Your camera would go on automatically, and you'd be talking to somebody on the other side, and you had no idea where they were from.
No.
Never heard that.
Yeah, it was like ICQ, but then it was ICU, and you saw some crazy stuff on there.
Oh, I bet.
I'm telling you, your camera would open up and you go, "Oh, I gotta go."
Oh my gosh. Have you guys ever seen the show Ridiculousness?
No.
Oh my gosh. They're playing them on YouTube. You have to look up Ridiculousness and watch some of those videos. Some of them are just absolutely gut-busting hilarious.
I remember America's Funniest Video. Remember that? They
It's
always had
still
one
on.
there. Is it really? I didn't know that.
Yeah,
That's
it's still on.
What you busy watching, Man?
Alfonso, what's his face? From Fresh Prince.
Oh, is he doing Funniest Videos?
Yeah, he's doing it now.
Hey, Donna, did you see that FEMA just sent out $58 million to the New York hotels for the immigrants? I have to repeat it because I can't believe that it came from that department, and I can't believe that's where we sent it, while people in North Carolina are sitting in tents. It's
ridiculous.
It's shocking to me. It's just totally shocking.
It is. It is. And then to find out that most of the money went to gay, queer, trans, I guess that what LGBT, whatever, the alphabet.
Uh-huh.
The money all went to other countries supporting those kinds of things in other countries. They gave, I can't remember the exact amount, how many millions. I want to say $5 or $10 million to South Africa for men that have sex with men. I shoot you not.
They will do that for free. I don't know why they got to give them money. I mean,
wow. I don't even know what to say. I don't even know what to say, but I saw that Harris was in the 57th row at the Lakers game, but he was paying attention to her.
Right? 500,000 to
I saw that. I saw that. That really irritated me, the atheism thing. It's like, okay, well, you know what? That's just taking it a little bit too far. Although that bishop that was at the presidential prayer thing that he went to, that she told got all on him. She got some money too from that USAID.
I'm sure a lot of people did.
A bunch of people.
We didn't.
A bunch of people. Oh no, this was the best one. You know what they found in the Social Security Department? Wait till you guys hear this.
What?
They found that we have, now I want you to think about this. We have 8.3, 6.3. 6
Oh, the
point,
112-year-old?
we have a 6.312-year-old people collecting Social Security.
6.3 million
Million.
112-year-old people still collecting a Social Security check. Who's cashing those checks?
Okay, so here's my thing.
That's
When your spouse dies, are you to call Social Security and tell them that he's passed? Or does the government find out that he passed and they stop the check?
I think we called Social Security when my dad passed.
We called Social Security when my dad passed. So whose fault is it? Is it the person that's getting the check or the government for handing it out?
Hi, Carolyn.
Let's say the person that's getting the check.
The person who's getting the check of
Mhm.
112 years. 112.
How many people are actually 112 in the United States?
Well, I think if anyone even makes
10?
it to 112,
10 maybe?
see, you have to call them.
Mm-hmm.
So, see, that's the thing. So, if you don't call, you're going to keep getting a check.
And they don't even realize, maybe we should call this guy's 112 years old.
And they voted too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they keep voting
They
too.
keep voting by mail. These 112-year-olds.
Crazy.
No, I didn't hear about that. Did you hear about the multiple
What's
people
this?
on the same Social Security number?
That don't surprise me either.
You know, it just goes on and on. The fraud is just going on and on and on. Look, Carolyn, you like my hat? Isn't that fancy? Linda's going to tell you how you can win it.
Send us a video.
I got to take this call.
Okay. Well, we'll tell you in a little bit how you can win this hat, because we're going to have this. Yeah, we're gonna have a contest on who has the funniest home video. You can't go out and get one on the internet or anything. It's a home video you've got, and you send it to my email address, get cattyconnie@gmail.com or at Gmail, whatever. And then we're gonna go over them. You have, all right. And then we're gonna watch them all. And Monday we will tell who the winner is and show the video. And then I'll get the hat sent out. So you have till Friday, Valentine's Day, at the end of the day. Who gets what money? What money? Who gets that money? What money?
Sorry.
I don't know. I mean, they need. My thing is, we don't know where our money's going. They just grab it out of our check, and who knows where it's going.
They say we don't need to know where the money's going. It's none of our business.
Yeah, Elizabeth Warren said it's none of your business how they spend the money that they get on our taxes. It's for the government to decide how to spend the money. And multiple Social Security numbers. Yeah, no, that needs to stop. You know what? Wouldn't you like to just find out exactly what bank account those are going into? Is it going into the same bank account? Or is it going into multiple different bank accounts?
That would
And
be
whose
good to
bank
know.
account is it? Who's really in charge of that bank account?
Right.
I
Right.
mean, there's a lot of fraud going on, and they're catching it.
Yeah.
I know, right? Look, Donna said 5 minutes with Elizabeth Warren, just 5 minutes. It's a
Right.
slush fund. You're right, but you know what, Donna? Let me tell you something. They just found $130 billion in the UK aid fund that was fraudulent. So, I mean, this is worldwide. Their slush fund. I guess we probably taught them, or someone taught us. That right? Who? The real question: who is in charge of it? Well, a bunch of people have lost their jobs. They got a payout. Trump gave them what money till when? September. They're getting unemployment or whatever until September. Severance pay. And they're closing down the USA agency, period. And then it's going to the state.
They're taking 10,000 down to like 200 employees for USAID.
Yeah, they had 10,000, and now they'll probably have to bring somebody.
I guess the unemployment rate's going to go up. All these federal jobs will be.
Well, some of the car dealers in different countries are bringing their factories into the United States, so they'll bring in. And that deal with the aluminum and the steel, that was nice. Did you see that?
Yeah.
That was nice. That was nice. We need that money.
Yeah. Well, we used to do steel. My ex-husband worked at a steel mill, and they ended up selling it. So,
well, see, there you go. You know what? You're right. They brought the illegals in for their slush fund, so they can say, "Hey, you know what? We gotta pay for each one of these people's rooms at the Hyatt Regency in New York City." Isn't that nice? I've never even seen New York City. Not that I want to now, but I've never even seen New York City.
I have.
Well, I've never. Did you know the fancy hotels that they're living in?
No, I stayed. One time I stayed in New Jersey. One time I stayed on Long Island, and another time I stayed in Brooklyn. I never stayed in the city.
Did you stay at a Hilton Regency?
Oh, not in Brooklyn, no. It was an extended stay, I believe.
See? Well, my horrible new neighbor owns a steel company. Oh, well, you know what? That's actually probably a good thing because steel's going to be going through the roof now.
Yeah.
And so's aluminum. So we're all going to start saving our aluminum cans. But after yesterday when I told you they're going to quit making pennies because it costs 2.5 cents to make 1 penny.
Mm-hmm.
I was sitting there watching TV, and all of a sudden that song Pennies from Heaven came into my mind, and I thought, you know how many pennies you're going to find on the ground where people are just going to throw them on the ground because they're not worth anything anymore?
Probably worth something.
Which will make them worth more in time.
Well, we have a whole bunch of pennies.
So do we.
What are you going to do? Hoard them and maybe they'll be worth 2.5 cents. It's the copper in them that's going to be worth something.
Yeah, but there's very little copper.
Not even hardly copper in them anymore.
Yeah, there's zinc now.
Yeah.
You know what? You're right, Royal Apple. Pennies did make people rich at one time. So everybody, we're going to start going along looking on the ground like the homeless were pennies. Even the homeless won't even pick them up anymore because they won't be worth anything.
You can't really get anything with them. It's just where it can change.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll just go along and we'll just pick up all the pennies and put them in a bucket.
It doesn't make sense to keep it if it costs more to make it than it's worth.
Right. No, you're right.
But,
well, that's about how the dollar bill is too, isn't it?
Yeah. I wouldn't doubt it.
That'll probably be the next thing. They'll get rid of the dollar bill, and so all we'll have is 5s and 10s.
The lowest denomination being 5.
And look, if the very old ones are worth a house payment
Mm-hmm.
or a down payment. Yeah, the ones the wheat pennies are
I
worth
look
quite a
for
bit.
them too, but
I never find a wheat penny. You know what? I find pennies all the time.
Indian head ones or whatever.
Yeah.
But I'll tell you what happened to me at the grocery store the other day was actually kind of shocking. So I had taken my mom to the grocery store, and we were driving the cart, we were rolling the cart out, and all of a sudden I looked over and I thought, that's money blowing across the parking lot. And so I went into the field and I picked it up. And yes, it was $100 bill. And I looked around the parking lot to see if anybody was looking for it. And I looked around and I looked around and I thought, nobody's looking for it. And I thought, wow, talk about pennies from heaven.
Right.
And so I got in the car. And I looked over at my mom and I said, look what I just found. And she goes, oh my gosh, look, that's crazy. Look at, isn't that nice? And I said, yeah, that couldn't have came at a better time. And then I looked over and I saw this little old lady looking underneath cars, looking around. And I said, you know what? I bet this belongs to her. And then I saw this other little old lady looking over the field. So I got out of the car and I walked over and I said, did you lose something? And they said, that little lady over there lost some money. And so I said, and I found it. And I walked up to her and I said, did you lose this? And she goes, oh, thank you, sweetheart. Thank you. And then she said, I was sticking it in my purse and it fell out and blew. And I thought, well, here you go. There you go. And I got in the car and my mom said, I'm so proud of you. You know, you could have drove away and no one would have ever known. And I thought, no, I would have known and God would have known. And instead of having to we would have had to put a new roof on our house and I would have kept it because I believe in karma and I would have thought something bad 10 times worse would have happened to me. So,
And now you'll get it back tenfold.
well, maybe, but you know, you're supposed to, but that don't ever happen for me. But
comes back in different ways, not just money.
Yeah, that, and it was a little old lady. I will listen to me. She was probably about 10 years older than me, and I'm calling her a little old lady. Anyway, and she had a bad hair day, so you know, I thought, poor thing's got all kinds of problems happening. So, but you know what? I couldn't have done that. I could not, in my heart, knowing she was looking, I knew that I could see that she was looking under cars, what she was looking for, and drove out of that parking lot and slept that night, knowing she was looking for it.
Right.
So I felt good about it. And my mom said, well, you know what? If you needed that money so bad, I would have just gave it to you. And I thought, no, that's not what I want either.
Right.
You know, I want the pennies from heaven.
Yeah, bless the mamas.
Right? You know what? I'll walk out sometime and all these pennies will start throwing. We're going to have a penny rain. Throw them all up. Jason.
My luck, it'd come down in one big bag. Knock me in the head.
It's all right. It's all right. It felt good. It felt really good to give it back. I felt good. And I slept very good that night. So that's a good thing. All right. You can go over the hat one more time. We've got some few extra people.
I was just thinking that.
Okay, go right ahead. Go right ahead.
Two minds think alike.
Yep.
Okay, so we have a hat that we are giving away. Connie has the hat. It's silver. Yeah, I need new glasses. It's gold. Make America Great Again. 47 on the side with his signature on the bill.
Trump on the
and
back.
here's what you need to do to get the hat. You need to send us a funny home video, your funniest home video. It has to be a home video. Can't go online and download one. You have to send it to cattyconnie@gmail.com. It has to be in by 11:59 Friday night. And we will review them over the weekend. And on Monday, we will announce the winner. Does anybody have any questions?
You could go to Walmart and make the funniest home video.
It can be anything. It can be people. It can be
Dogs, cats, rabbits, mice,
family, kids,
whatever.
birds, cats, dogs, cats eating birds. I don't care. Squirrels chasing each other in the yard. You know.
Yeah, we just want, and then we will show everybody on Monday, and I'll put some music behind it.
Yes. And we
Everyone
will
can
announce
see
the
it.
winner on Monday.
Yeah. And then we'll even put it as a short so everyone can see it.
Right.
Everybody needs a laugh.
Right.
I
Exactly.
mean, right now we all need a laugh because everything is just way too serious. Don't you think? Come here. Come here. Let's make everybody laugh. Come here. Come here. Tell everybody I am grouchy and I'm going to get a picture of me. Look how serious. Look how serious he is. Look.
That's funny.
You know, he's like,
Yeah.
yep. So, I mean, everybody needs a laugh. We all need a laugh. Times are tough. Things are hard. Every time I turn on the news, I tell you what, you guys, I get to the point, it's like, what in the world are we going to find today? What? And somebody explain to me why Kash Patel hasn't been nominated yet. Why? What are we waiting for?
Is Kennedy?
No, has Kennedy gotten in yet?
No.
No, and neither is Gabbard.
They're still waiting they're waiting for the Senate to get off their asses and do their job.
And the female too.
Yeah, Gabbard, Tulsi. We're still waiting. What are we waiting for? To hell to freeze over?
For Trump to be out of office?
No,
they need to start holding back their paychecks so they can do their job.
You know, something needs to be done because the real truth is they are scared to death for Kash Patel to get in. He knows too much. He knows too much.
Yep.
Yes, because he knows where the bodies are. That's exactly it. And you know what? They're like, well, let's see how long we can sit on this. Well, they rolled Mitch McConnell out of the White House, out of the Capitol building today in a wheelchair. You guys, we can't make this. You know, I saw them wheeling him out, and I thought, this is what's running our country.
Right.
This is what's running our country.
That's our brightest people.
They're our smartest people.
Yeah.
Oh, maybe that's what they're waiting for. Where's he on vacation at? Where did he know he's on vacation?
He's not on vacation. He's on a business trip.
Oh, well, he was JD Vance.
I know.
He's in Africa, isn't he?
I saw somebody who was in India or something.
Somewhere. He's in. I know that. Oh, he's out with Pete Hegseth, isn't he? I know Pete Hegseth. Question: does Musk need to be voted to do the job he is doing?
No.
No, he doesn't, because he is like a hired employee, Royal Apple. That
he's a federal employee.
He is a federal employee, just like if you were hired to do whatever, he's hired to do it.
Yeah.
Not part of the cabinet.
He's not, he can't make any laws, and he can't, and there's a lot of places he can't look into.
He can't cut the money. He's looking into it.
Right. Right.
To show people. But I think he really knows to go on his X page.
He's
for
basically
everything that he finds and put it on X so everybody can get it out there.
he's basically getting paid to be like an auditor.
Yeah.
Right. Basically, that's what he is, an auditor. And what you're hearing on the news is that he's going into all of the social security numbers and all of the IRS, everybody's personal stuff. That's not what he's doing. He's not looking at any of that. What he's looking at, what happens, it's like Donna said, you go into the social security department and one social security number comes up 10 times and is going to 10 different people. Well, there's a problem.
Yeah.
Or if 112-year-old shows up 6.3 million times, we got a problem. There's a problem here.
By the way, I Googled that. That's what I was doing on my phone.
Yeah.
I Googled that, and it does say that it's 6.5 million, but most likely most of them aren't alive. I
Oh,
think.
most likely. I would say that I don't know.
Probably like 10 of them,
There
maybe.
maybe 10 that are alive out of the 6.5
Maybe.
million. I mean, 112 is up there. I don't know. My grandma lived to 93. And I've got an aunt that's 90 something, 98 or 97. But I've never seen a 112-year-old.
I wonder if my grandmother's still collecting her Social Security.
Or somebody is collecting for her.
And voting for her.
Yeah, she would have just turned 113.
Little baby X is adorable. Oh, are you talking about Elon Musk's new baby, or that one he carries around with him all the time? I haven't seen the video yet. I was watching something else, but I'll have to watch it. He carries that one around. He carries that one around on his shoulders all the time. It must be a mini me.
Donna and Royal Apple, did you watch our short video today?
Did you see the little short video we had out on the babies are carrying
The weight of the world.
the weight of the world? Let me see if I can find it here. Here we go. Look. Okay, hang on. I found it so everybody can see it here. So if I do this and then I come back here and look, guys, I am not that proficient here, but I am going to sure give it my best shot.
Present.
And now it's a different one here. Let's see. Windows. Here we go. All right. And play. And play. And play. Come on. And play. Oh, here we go. Oh, no. Yeah. Okay. And play. Come on. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Okay. And play.
Put those on his feet.
That's her.
Who put them on? Who put them on her feet?
She did.
She put them on herself.
Uh-huh.
That's-
She's
Yep.
carrying the world's weight on her feet.
She steps into them.
That's fun.
She does.
9 billion found by DOJ so far on everything they looked into.
9 billion.
9 billion.
So that's like what we would consider waste,
Yeah.
waste and fraud, or just
Yeah.
waste. You know, like
Yeah. 9 billion. That is insane.
Yep. See, so technically, I really did submit my funny video.
That one's in our shorts. So if you want
Yeah.
to see it, you can
that
see it.
don't count.
That don't count. He said that don't count. you're already getting a hat. Yes, and fraud.
And
Yes.
fraud.
And
Okay.
fraud. Can you imagine, guys? Can you imagine $9 billion? What did you tell me how that worked?
What's that?
How big 9 billion is? You said
Well,
how much a billion is.
how much in seconds? How many seconds are in a million?
Okay.
which is 11 days.
11 days are in a million.
A million seconds.
A million seconds.
So how many is a billion?
That's like a couple years.
It's 31 years. From 11 days to 31, that's the difference between 1 million and 1 billion.
Can you imagine? And they found 9.
My son told me that before. I knew it was up there.
Hmm.
You know what? And they found 9 billion. That's
And I need to look it up and see what a trillion is. But I know a trillion is a million millions.
Right.
I know that. So that's an insane.
Look at this. Trump says saying close to 1 trillion in fraud money. You know, yep. You know what? You're absolutely right, KMM. I think it is just the tip of the iceberg.
They haven't even gotten into the
They haven't even gotten
Defense Department or.
I don't know if you're going to find that much fraud in the Defense Department. Well, yeah, you probably will.
Mm-hmm.
You probably will because they're allotted so much money.
Yeah.
So the money's handed over. And
does anybody watch what's going on between Ukraine and Russia? Does anybody?
No.
No.
'Cause I got a guy at work he's telling me that Ukraine is kicking Russia's butt, and I'm like, that's not what I'm hearing.
That's not what today I heard, or yesterday, that Russia just went over and dropped out an army.
You know, he's liberal, but he thinks that if Russia wins, they're going to take Poland and they're going to keep going all the way. And I'm like,
no, they're not. No, they're not. They're trying to get that, but let me tell you what I did hear. Hamas is letting the prisoners go one at a time or two at a time, and Trump said that they looked just like Holocaust victims. They looked horrible, and he said, and they have until midnight on Saturday to high noon on Saturday to have them all released.
Do you
or
know,
held to pay?
I did hear that President Trump was talking about ending the ceasefire.
Yeah, well, he said it's completely up to Israel because it's their war. But he would, if it was him, he would stop.
Yeah.
But if they don't release all of the hostages, he said it'll be held to pay.
I like that idea of taking Gaza and turning it into a
French Riviera
resort. And it's not us that builds it. He should get
awful.
He should get Saudi Arabia, and all these other countries that are over there to invest in that area, get them, and turn it into just a beautiful place. I mean, it's
right.
It's right there in the Mediterranean. It's a beautiful place, and it's turned into a wasteland.
Yep.
And it should be a place where people can go and
Donna
enjoy
said that she had friends that quit the Pentagon due to all the fraud.
Wow.
You know what? And then the medical billing, Royal Apple, you're going to find fraud in the medical billing all over the place. I can guarantee you. All the Medicaids and all of that stuff.
Your TRICARE.
Oh, speaking of medical billing, Lucy got the pending bill with insurance for when she was in. That's not including the birth of the baby. This is just for her. $50,000 for a week.
See, there you go. Do you know that they said that one Advil is $100 in the hospital? Come on, guys. But they're saying the reason they have to do that is because of all the people that come over that don't have any money, that we have to cover their bills. I was just talking to my daughter about that, and I said, if I went in there right now and I didn't have any insurance, and I said, look me over, tell me what's wrong with me, and if it was something devastating, they'd say, well, I'm sorry, you'll have to go home and die because you don't have any insurance.
Right.
But if I ran across the border.
It's sad when you call the doctor's office and hi, Mrs. Jones, what insurance do you have? They want to know.
Yeah.
How they're going to get their money first. And you can't blame them. We do the same thing where I work.
Look at this. Every time I get a transfusion of iron, it's
iron.
It's $15,000.
Wow.
That is just insanity. That's insanity right there. You know, if we don't get a hold of these medical prices, and you know, we were talking about all these tariffs and how Trump put the 25% on Canada
Yeah.
tariff, but he's only got a 10% on China.
It's 10% on top of what's already.
Oh, okay. Because I thought, we can't tariff them too much because they're the ones that make our medication. That's scary. That's scary. We can't even make our own medication here. We've got to do something.
But here's my thought. Then why do we have big pharma?
That's a good question.
If China makes the medication, why do we have big pharma? So China makes it for a penny a pill, and big pharma then charges $100 a pill.
Probably
getting it from them.
Somebody's getting paid big bucks here. That's why big pharma's.
And then they charge you $150 per pill.
It took somebody to invent it, and they got to pay him. Or her.
It was the same people that invented USA.
I'm joking.
It was the same people.
I mean, it takes a smart person to make these drugs, but you would think after they made their first million, that would be enough, but it's not.
Well, let's talk about our United States labs, okay? So we had the forever COVID shot from Johnson and Johnson. You only had to get one, never had to get another one.
6 later.
Yeah, about what? No, actually, like 2 weeks later, they said Johnson & Johnson shot doesn't work. We're sending them all overseas, and Johnson & Johnson's no longer making the shot. What?
Right.
What? You're going to send them to another country even though you know they don't work? Okay, wrap your head around that one.
Right.
Maybe they did work and they're sending them to another country.
Yeah.
They were trying to kill everybody.
You know, and then they said, and then
population.
They said if you got the Johnson & Johnson shot, you had to get the Moderna booster. Well,
Right.
No.
Right.
Nobody wants to juggle their juices like that.
No.
You know? So I don't understand it, guys. I try to put my brain around it. That big pharma formed everything outside of the United States.
Yeah.
It's crazy. It's crazy. And we all lived through all of this. And
our insurance companies are scamming us. Farmers.
Yeah. Yeah. Everything is scamming. Scamming.
How do we get it back?
Well, and then they're saying, they were talking today, Russia's going after Ukraine, Israel's going after Gaza, and we're going after the cartel. Are we at war?
It's a world war.
I mean, come on, guys.
Yeah.
We're
and believe me, we're not far. We're not far from the border. We know that they're shooting back over the border. So it's something's got to change. Right. They better change quick. Although I did hear that they had 100 and what was it? 10? No, it was 10,000 Mexican army military troops guarding the Mexican border right now. Mm-hmm. Mexico border. So I don't know, but I don't see them.
Is the cartel running?
Yeah.
Is the cartel running the military?
Yeah. Who knows? Well, guys.
It's like time, so we're going to give out that email again and tell them what to do one more last time. So
we want your funniest videos, and it has to be in by 11:59 on Friday night. And yes, we know that's Valentine's Day, so happy Valentine's Day to everybody.
Right.
And you will win the hat with the home video, and you can send it to CattyConnie@gmail.com.
And we're going to give out this hat. And then after we give out this hat, we will have something else next week.
For another one.
Cookies.
Your best cookie recipe. Mm-hmm. I don't know. We'll see. It's all up in the air. We'll figure out something else. But this is what we're starting with, guys. And then we'll carry on from here. We got some really cool hats.
Yep. Thank you all for your love and support.
Yep.
Make sure you hit the like button on the way out. And if you are not a subscriber and you're silent in the comments, please make sure you hit the subscribe button.
Yep. We love you all. Until Monday. Have a great weekend. Take care.
Have a safe weekend.
Have a safe weekend. Good night.
Good night.